The nature of work is changing dramatically because of the introduction of social technologies. There was a study that McKinsey did. In fact, they've been doing it annually for the last 3 years. They refer to this as Enterprise Web 2.0. And every time they release results of the study, it shows that the organizations that are allowing employees to network with each other through social channels, and this includes the broad spectrum from blogs and social networks to status updating systems, the clones of Twitter like Chatter and Yammer and the like, to being able to produce and upload their own videos, the full spectrum. These organizations are showing dramatic improvements not only in internal conduct of business, but in marketing to customers and in communication and interaction with suppliers and strategic partners. They're finding that the cycle time on projects is faster, that the ability to find subject matter experts to solve problems or answer questions is faster. Communication costs are decreasing, travel costs are decreasing, meeting time is decreasing. There's just a whole range of different metrics that they use to assess the kinds of improvements that are brought about as a result of employees being able to network. In general, the companies that are employing this are getting great results, and in addition to the business benefits, improved time to market and things like that we talked about earlier, employee satisfaction, employee engagement, employee retention, these are all things that accrue to the organization that adopt these kinds of tools as well. I'm thinking about organizations like Dell that have integrated this extremely well. Cisco Systems has done it extremely well. Verizon has done a great job with this. A number of organizations are employing this and finding that it is a job satisfaction factor. And one of the reasons for this is that you have a lot of employees coming into the workforce, and even employees who have been there a while. Mark Zuckerberg's a millennial, right? These were people born between 1977 and 1997, and a lot of them are actually moving into management positions, not just joining the workforce coming out of college. And this is the way that they communicated before they joined the workforce. It's the way they got their work done in school. It's the way they get stuff done in volunteer organizations and other activities that they're engaged in, and it just makes sense for them to do it this way. It's mobile and the cloud that I think are going to drive work, particularly in this social context, in the next 2 to 4 years. The other thing you're going to see is a lot of apps being developed for the workplace. IBM has an app marketplace on the internet with 400 apps in it, and a good percentage of those apps are for employees only, that taps into internal data and internal processes. Kraft Foods is making the move to mobile as opposed to tethered workstations. And as it becomes more and more possible to do what IBM's been doing for decades, which is to have people working wherever they happen to live. There are people at IBM who have never seen their boss face to face. You're going to have people being able to work when it makes sense to work. So you can be at your kid's soccer game when somebody in your company in Japan is suddenly available to talk, and you can pull out your tablet or your phone and get that little meeting out of the way. One of the benefits that's going to come out of this networking is the ability for people to get feedback on their performance on a regular basis, not just from their boss, but from anybody they're interacting with. I mean, some of this you're going to be able to just infer from what you're hearing, but you're going to be able to go out and say, how am I doing? You could even put up a little poll asking how you're doing. The problem with the annual performance review is that, first of all, a lot is tied to that performance review. It could be your bonus or your merit increase or a promotion, how desirable you appear to another department that you may want to apply to work with. There are organizations where the factors that drive the bonus pool, this would be things like reducing inventory or cash flow return on investment, that hitting the threshold for these actually is going to determine whether or not the bonus pool kicks in at all. And you wait till the end of the year to find out how you're doing. It gives you absolutely no opportunity to adjust. to make that mid-course correction and say, oh, I need to fix this, or I need to do more of this and less of that, it's too late by the time you get an annual performance review.